Alright guys, I am back for my first tutorial that I'm going to be doing for everybody. No, it is not this right now, but this is on my old world and I'm going to be doing a wheat farm. Now, some of you may say, why are you doing a wheat farm that is so easy? Well, it's kind of be harder than you expect because of the Xbox limitations. So, let me explain. Right now the Xbox can only have about 200 items on the map at once. So if you do too big of a wheat farm, you're going to end up getting a lot of seeds and not much wheat. And I could show you an example right here. My water comes down, and I actually had this broken up because I figured this out a long time ago, but for example, if I went ahead and hit all these canals, you'll see the items just disappearing because there are too many on the map. Yeah, see, so I pretty much wasted 3 canals there worth of stuff. So I started doing some math, and you can only get around 200 items, so each wheat plant's going to give you a piece of wheat, obviously, and 0 to 3 seeds. So I averaged that out to 3 pieces per piece of wheat or wheat block. And so the first thing I did was do 200 divided by 3, and that gives me 66.6 blocks that I can plant wheat on before I start losing and becoming inefficient. So what I did there was, usually people do wheat farms by 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's because if you put a water block between it, it could do up to 4 blocks on each side. So that's the most standard way. So what I did was divide that by 4, which gives me 16.6. So I can have 16.6 rows of 4 to be as efficient as possible without losing blocks. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into a creative world to make the wheat farm. So I will be right back. Alright, and I'm back to show you the actual wheat farm building part. Yeah, so I think one thing I'm going to get out of the way right away is how many blocks water can travel. For those that don't know, water can only travel 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you put it here, it should stop at this last one. There you go. So that's a pretty important thing here to remember when you're building any kind of farm, or if you're manipulating water in any way. What I did here was I just kind of built a platform here for an example, so I didn't have to do it in the tutorial, but I'll show you exactly what I did. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then your bottom platform will always be 8 blocks long, no matter what. And every other platform will be 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's so that when the water comes washing down, it'll start here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it'll have enough to go down to the next level and to keep going. And then you always want the last one to have that 8, so it'll not fly over the edge here. It'll just push everything to the edge to a collection area. Now that we found out that you can only have 16 rows of 4, what I like doing is splitting it right down the middle. Usually I'll do this. Now if you're a little bit constrained for space. You don't have to do this. You could just put water right here. But I'm going to be putting water on each side. Just this is for looks, because right now we're going to be putting the dirt down. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to do 4 because, like I said earlier, water can only fertilize 4 blocks to either left or right of it. And the reason why I like doing this here is because then there's not a half slab here, so you can walk freely on this to the next side over here. Alright, so you go ahead and put 4 more down. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so you can go ahead and do that over here too. And alright, one more thing, I guess I should have said this in the beginning, is since we can only have 16, technically this is 8, and this is 7, that would be 15 blocks. I'm leaving a little bit extra out just because seeds can drop 3 at a time, and just to make it look a little bit prettier. I don't want to mess it up and put another platform just for like 1 block. It'll just kind of mess everything up, and it's not really worth it efficiency wise. So yeah, but I also like to split things off, so I don't want to just do just this one because you won't get that much bread from it. You'll probably get like 16 pieces, so it would be a little bit more efficient to put side by side than having 2 switches to do 1 each side, and it's still not that big where you can still replant the seeds in a timely manner. It's only a couple blocks you gotta plant, so shouldn't be that big a deal. Alright, and if you want, you can go ahead and put your water down right here and right here. Or if you're a little bit constrained on space, you can go ahead and just put your wall here, and you can put your water here, and then you want to put half slabs over it. So since I'm doing it here, you would just do it on the center one if you're really that constrained for space. And you don't want to do a half slab right there. So what you want to do, you want to build some stairs, and then you're going to want to... Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you can go ahead and... My bad. What you're going to want to do here, sorry, is just, you can block it off. You want to make sure there's a water source in each one of these. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, now you can go ahead and break these, and that would make it so that you could put your stairs here, and there'll still be water coming down through there. So at the water source, you want to put the stair blade block above it. And you just want to keep doing this, so you can cover it up. And this is for one, for efficiency, so wheat and stuff doesn't get stuck down there. And 2, just so you don't have to go swimming all the time in the sides, and you can have areas to walk around on. So yeah, this is the wheat farm so far. So now we're going to want to have an area to wash all the stuff away. And I got a little bit of a platform over here going, so you want to have everything, of course, 1 block higher. And what I do is I usually put a stair there. And I'm just using these iron bricks just because I like building with these when I'm showing people what to do, just because it looks clean and it's easy to count blocks. But yeah. So you're going to want to just make this 1 platform higher than the rest. And then you're still going to want to put your half slabs down here in the center. Sorry, my bad. This is just to control the water flow. Alright. Just for looks, I like to put the stairs there. Okay. Did I put stairs there? Yeah, okay. So now, obviously you're going to want a little bit of a wall there. And for this section here, this is, yeah. What I usually do is I like to do something like this, where I make natural stairs going up, just to kind of blend everything in. Yeah. I might have to add some there. Okay. So then what I do here is something like this. Just for looks. Yeah, so that the water will kind of fall down in a cool way when you wash your wheat towards you. And yeah, on these side things here, you're gonna also want to do the. I like doing it this way. You guys could do it however you want. I just like the way the stairs look going up. And this is same as before, just to control the water flow. Alright, so there we go. Now we got a little bit of a platform here. Alright, so now this is all up to you guys how you want to do this. I personally like the dispensers. You can use pistons to block the water off. It is no big deal. What you use, it's all a matter of preference. But yeah, it's really up to you guys. I like using the dispensers just because it's kind of new and oops, I didn't mean to do that. And I think it looks cooler and it's a little bit more, I guess, redstone friendly, if you want to say. It's less pistons moving and whatnot. Alright. So, now we got this. Now you're going to want to... Oh, yeah, I forgot to explain the area over here. So the way I have it here, this is the way I usually make my wheat farms, is at the wall is where I'll put the next water. And the reason why I do this is because it's spaced out just enough where if I do this, I just gotta stand here and it'll come right to me. The only kind of downside, I guess, if there is one, is you want to put some other block right here just to kind of sometimes the items will wash up against this and they'll get stuck on this bottom platform down here. So if you have a full block right here, it'll just force everything down into the water. And then you can go ahead and build some stairs here so you can get up and down your area over here. And then you're going to want to build some kind of redstone stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put some buttons in. So you're going to want one on each side because of did I make that even? Sorry, I'm a little bit obsessive when it comes to even stuff. You're going to want to put one on each side because you have two sides of 15 blocks, and like we found out earlier, you can't have more than 16 rows or items just disappear. So do this. Yep. You just want to make the same thing for the other side. Now, obviously, if you're like me, you would be blending this in and whatnot. Just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just kind of showing you guys what to do. It's going to be a little bit messy. So you want to do redstone can travel 15 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then I like to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put one here just to make that easy. I'm going to put a little repeater here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we can go ahead and test the water out now, and you push the button. Oh. And there we go. Now we got our water coming down. And as you see, it would stop right there. Alright, and you push the button again, and then it will come off. Alright. Alright, I am back again for the last part of this. I'm just going to show you it working. Yeah, I'm going to actually just remove these just to show you what I was talking about before. So I'm going to go ahead and push one side. And here comes the wheat. Sometimes stuff gets stuck on the sides. That's not really a big concern. Just happens sometimes. You're going to be walking to replant the wheat anyways, and there's not really much you can do about that. It happens on almost every farm that you see. Excuse me. Can raise it up some, but I just don't like how it looks. Alright, so yeah, 47. As you can see, some stuff gets stuck up on this ledge. That's why I like having glass or something there. Alright, so Alright, so I got 52 from that. I can go ahead and stop that one, and usually when I stop it, I'll push this button and then I'll just start planting on this side, just to save time. But you don't need to see me planting or anything like that. Everything gets washed to you. Alright, now I have to go see how much bread I can make now. So, crafting table, where are you? There you are. Alright, so I am able to make usually around 30 some pieces, yeah, 35 pieces of bread just for this little tiny farm here. And I don't think that's that bad, considering how fast it grows and how you can just use bone meal if you really want to get a whole stack or whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just if you remember, the biggest thing here with the wheat farm is make sure you have 15 blocks of 4. Or technically you can go to 16, but 15 just makes it look nicer in each canal. If you go more than that, you're just going to start losing blocks, and yeah, it's not really efficient. And usually, since seeds outnumber the amount of wheat you're going to get, the wheat blocks usually disappear, and you just keep getting more seed blocks, and then more wheat blocks disappear, and then more seed, and then eventually you dwindle down the amount of wheat you get. I think on that big wheat farm that I showed you in the beginning that I used to have, if I had them all on, I actually only got like 16 pieces of bread out of it. It was pretty minuscule. It wasn't really definitely was not worth it. But yeah, alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be making a lot more of these kind of tutorials for farms and anything else. Yeah, so if you like it, please like and subscribe, and I'll try to keep more of these coming out to you guys. Alright, thanks.